boxing world is buzzing after new footage surfaced online showcasing Rolly Romero's power and speed at an unexpectedly high level. Meanwhile, the anticipation for this showdown is growing by the day, with excitement building as fans eagerly share their takes on this mega fight. Offering his thoughts, Abdullah Mason highlighted the differences between the two fighters. He praised Rolly Romero for his noticeable improvements, noting that he's hitting harder than ever. However, he also acknowledged that Ryan Garcia has become bigger and stronger. While Mason leaned towards Ryan as the favorite, he emphasized that in boxing, anything can happen.
I feel like over the years, Ryan has gained a physical advantage. You know, he's a lot bigger. You know, you see off his last fight with Devin, you know, he was stronger and sharper, and that'd be a reason to go with Ryan in that fight. But you know, Rolly also hits hard. He's a hard hitter, and you know, I've never shared the ring with either of the fighters, so they'd be a great fight that I want to tune into. So man, right now I'm kind of leaning towards Ryan, but you know, it's boxing, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Continuing to express his favor towards Ryan Garcia, Abdullah reflected on Ryan's growth since his fight with Devin Haney. He pointed out that even in that bout, Garcia looked sharper and stronger than ever before. With this upcoming fight bearing some resemblance to that one, Mason acknowledged that the outcome could unfold unpredictably. He also mentioned that as Ryan matures and his physical stats improve, he may have a better chance of performing well in this fight.
I mean, Ryan seemed he got the stats physically. You know, he grew a lot more. He a lot bigger. You know, you seen, you know, with his last fight with Devin, he was sharper and stronger than he's ever been before then. So, you know, I mean, that's one of those fights we're gonna have to see.
With excitement building for the fight, Abdullah Mason believes it's one that everyone should tune into. While he remained adamant in his support for Ryan Garcia, he cautioned fans not to overlook Rolly Romero's power. Noticing how aggressively Rolly has been training for this fight, Abdullah pointed out that sometimes fighters who aren't traditionally known for their punching power can land surprising powerful blows. However, he stressed that Rolly's situation is different. He's already known for his heavy hands. The possibility of Rolly Romero hurting Ryan Garcia, he emphasized, should not be underestimated.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. You know, anybody with power, even sometimes people, you know, got puncher's chance, you know, they're not known for power. So Rolly is known to have a hard punch, and you can't overlook it at all. So, you know, that's going to be a big card May 2nd. Hopefully I'll, you know, be able to attend that joint or something.
Amid the speculation about whether Rolly Romero has a chance to land a punch on Ryan Garcia, Tim Bradley has shared his perspective. He argued that with a hard-hitting puncher who sticks to his game plan, things could certainly turn in their favor. Bradley acknowledged that a puncher's chance can sometimes shift the entire dynamic of a fight, but in Rolly Romero's case, he doesn't see it happening. He believes that while a powerful puncher like Rolly can land a game-changing shot, he doesn't view Romero as the type of fighter who will have that kind of opportunity anymore.
You got a puncher's chance, that's it. You know, he can punch. It's a puncher's chance. I mean, yeah, I mean, when you got power, you got a chance. I mean, you just got to land one, right? But I don't see it.
On the other hand, Bradley sees a clear victory for Ryan Garcia. Reflecting on what he's observed over the years, he noted a more refined version of Ryan, both in terms of personality and athleticism. Bradley pointed out that Ryan has not only changed, but also embraced a new approach to his boxing style, one that is calmer, more controlled, and well-toned. He speculated that this time, Ryan is entering the ring against Rolly Romero with a cool, professional mindset, as opposed to the louder, more brash version of Ryan seen in earlier fights. With his focused and disciplined fighting style, Tim confidently predicted that Ryan will not only win, but will do so by knockout.
I think Ryan has changed, definitely. I think his character has definitely changed. You know, with the way he's displaying it now, a lot more calmer, very respectful. You know, look like a real businessman now. You know, he's not all loud and crazy like he was. He's kind of calmed it and tamed it down a bit. So I respect that with Ryan, man, and I think he's gonna be a lot more focused now, and he's actually gonna go and train, and he's gonna definitely put on a show, and I think he's gonna win, man. I think he's gonna win by knockout.
Speaking about the duration of the fight, Tim Bradley predicted that it wouldn't last longer than 6 rounds. He based this on observing flaws in Rolly Romero's game plan. While he didn't go into specifics, Bradley emphasized that these weaknesses would allow Rolly to land a few shots, but ultimately, the fight would favor Ryan. He confidently stated that Ryan would stop Rolly with his left hook, securing a victorious night for himself. He said, "It won't go past 6. There are too many holes in the game. Man, y'all know, man. Come on, ain't nobody stupid. He got a lot of holes in this game, man. You know he's very unconventional, but you know he's got some pop on his shots, but that's it. I think Ryan's gonna catch him with that left hook, and it's going to be night-night." Despite favoring Ryan Garcia, Tim admitted he would be shocked if Rolly Romero managed to pull off an upset, though he doesn't believe that will happen. He pointed out that since Rolly was knocked out by Gervonta Davis, he hasn't been the same, both physically and mentally. Bradley believes Rolly didn't learn anything from that loss and feels that on top of it, leaving his coach Bullet was a major mistake, one that would likely affect his mindset going into this fight. In short, Tim sees no chance for Rolly's success.
That'd be shocking as hell if Rolly pulled off the upset. But I think Rolly's damaged goods, man. I mean, if you look at his last couple of fights, bro, he hasn't been the same since he got knocked out by Gervonta Davis, bro. He hasn't been the same. You know, sometimes one fight can ruin your entire career, man. He's just not the same. He's not the same mentally. He's not the same physically, bro. And after he left his coach, the coach has been, that was coaching starting out. Yeah, Bullet. He looks a little different. No disrespect to anybody that's working with him now, but he just looks different, bro. He's not the same fighter.
While Tim Bradley highlighted Rolly Romero's split from his trainer, Bullet, the former coach, still has full confidence in his fighter. Bullet strongly favors Rolly in this upcoming fight, asserting that if Rolly brings his best version and is in peak physical condition, which he emphasizes is crucial, it's a guaranteed win. He believes that with the right preparation, Rolly has all the tools to dominate. Bullet encouraged Rolly to tap into his versatile fighting style, combining his aggressive, hard-punching approach with his underdog mentality. This mix, according to Bullet, is tailor-made to deliver a knockout and silence the doubters, setting the stage for Rolly to shock the world and claim victory in the ring against Ryan Garcia.
You know I got Rolly. Rolly in shape. Rolly in dog mode again. Fuck him up. We're already in his head for years back, so Rolly knows how to beat him. And like I say, if he goes in shape and bring back the Johnny Taco, the motherfucking centering boxing Rolly, that dog Rolly can stop anybody.
Wait, you say we, so no hard feelings on that. You're rooting for the man then.
I've always rooted for him. I'm never not rooted for him.
All right.
At this moment, Coach Bullet reflected on the potential hurdles Rolly might face in his upcoming fight. The coach's message is clear. Rolly doesn't need to overthink his strategy or fall into the trap of trying to box too technically. Instead, he needs to tap into his natural instincts and rely on his knockout ability, the same power that has made him a feared fighter in the first place. He said, "I've never not rooted for him. Rolly's a fighter. He a dog. All that boxing just slows down, makes him think too much. So if he goes in there, keeps thinking and thinking and thinking, it's gonna make him slow to perform. He needs to just go in there and be who he is, which is a KO artist, you know what I'm saying?" While many are conservative about Rolly Romero emerging victorious, he's looking fiercer than ever. In a recent clip that surfaced online, Rolly can be seen demonstrating explosive combinations, showcasing his power, agility, and speed ahead of his fight with Ryan Garcia. While the world may have its doubts, Rolly Romero appears laser focused on his goal to dominate Garcia, make a name for himself, and silence all the naysayers. His speed and power are a true reflection of a winner's mindset, which is clearly evident in his new training footage. In another part of his training footage, Rolly Romero is leaving no stone unturned in showcasing his punching skills. Known for his devastating power, a trait widely acknowledged by others, Rolly's path to glory seems more evident than ever as he demonstrates his best fighting techniques on the pads with his coach. He's been hitting the pads with unwavering energy and a strong commitment to perfecting his punching power, all in pursuit of that one defining punch that could secure his victory and dominance in the ring against Ryan Garcia. Amid the growing anticipation and breakdowns of how this fight will play out, Sean Porter shared his perspective. He noted that both Rolly Romero and Ryan Garcia, having previously faced big fighters like Tank Davis, will certainly need to make crucial adjustments. Porter believes both fighters must prove they've learned from their last bouts and are in better shape, not just in terms of preparation and training, but when the moment comes, their performance in the ring must speak volumes. He emphasized that the mental aspect will be just as important as the physical, as each fighter will need to show they can handle the pressure and make the necessary adjustments under the spotlight. In his eyes, this fight will be a true test of their growth as fighters, with both needing to prove they're ready to take their game to the next level.
I think for both fighters, obviously the common opponent right there. I think that both fighters, obviously Ryan just fought Tank. I think he'll be better since fighting Tank. Yeah. And then the same thing with Rolly. I think Rolly became better from fighting Tank. I think that they knew certain mistakes that they made. I think they believed in their game plan. Got us all to believe in their game plan. I think they came to this fight with the right adjustments, but took it too far, I guess, for the sake of words. But I think that they'll both be better.
Sharing his thoughts, Jeff Mayweather expressed his belief that both fighters have improved significantly in their careers. While some are concerned about Ryan Garcia returning after a suspension and Rolly Romero carrying a few losses on his record, Jeff made it clear that these factors aren't as important right now. He emphasized that both fighters are still young and in their primes, and when they step into the ring together, they will deliver one of the best spectacles the boxing world has seen.
Fights for each guy, right? We got, Ryan coming back from his suspension and that kind of thing. Rolly, former world champion, got a couple losses under his belt now. What do you think this fight means for both of them? Is this kind of a loser leaves town fight?
I don't necessarily think that. I think that I think it should be a good fight. I mean, I think both guys they're still young in their careers, and I do think that there's still a lot more to go.
Commenting on the widespread belief that Ryan Garcia will win this fight, Jeff pointed out that it's just a possibility. In boxing, where outcomes often hinge on unpredictable factors, he took the time to analyze how things could swing in Ryan's favor. While acknowledging Ryan's proven track record, Jeff cautioned fans not to overlook Rolly Romero. He emphasized Rolly's larger size and the potential danger of his powerful punches, which could very well pave the way for an upset. Considering all factors, Jeff admitted he's leaning towards Rolly, mainly because he's a hometown fighter to him, whereas he doesn't know as much about Ryan Garcia.
That's possible. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Ryan is more proven. Ryan is, most people feel that he's the better fighter. But I think Rolly has a great chance. I mean, he definitely has a puncher's chance. I mean, he can punch, and I'm leaning. And I mean, I'm gonna be, and I'll probably be cheering for Rolly. I mean, because he's kind of like a home guy for me. You know, because I mean, I don't know Ryan that well, but I've been watching him, and Ryan's you don't know what Ryan is going to show up, though.
Explaining his views, Jeff Mayweather pointed out that while many people believe the sparring sessions between Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero will have a significant impact on this fight, he thinks the opposite. He argued that trying to find any relevance between those sparring sessions and the upcoming fight is illogical, as things have changed and continue to evolve. Jeff cited the example of the fight between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, noting that although they had sparred nearly 6 times as amateurs before their professional bout, the fight night was completely different from their previous encounters. He observed that on that night, it was Ryan Garcia who took control, leaving Haney with barely any chance to respond. With this example, Jeff aimed to clarify that the sparring sessions should not be used as a predictor, and he believes an unexpected result could emerge, potentially shocking everyone.
I don't think it's relevant, but then again, you never know, because I mean Ryan and Devin Haney, I mean, they fought each other, 6 times as amateurs, but and on fight night, I mean, you saw that Ryan kind of like just took the play from Devin. He never could really get back on track.
So,
sometimes, don't get me wrong, sometimes some fights do happen because you never know. I mean, you never know what's inside someone else's head.
At the same time, commentator Sergio Mora predicted a short fight between Ryan Garcia and Rolando Rolly Romero on May 2nd at Times Square in New York City. Mora believes both fighters are too powerful and defensively flawed for the match to last beyond the early rounds. He also commented on Ryan Garcia's need to prove himself in his comeback following a positive test ahead of his last fight against Devin Haney. Mora suggested that Garcia's performance on May 2nd will be crucial to his credibility moving forward. He said, he not only has to clean his image, but convince people that he's still a power-punching, fast fighter that can do it on the big stage. He's in there with a fighter who is going to give him a lot of opportunities in Rolly Romero. He further added, he comes to knock people out. He has some holes in his defense. I think it's going to be a short, explosive fight. Either of them can get hurt. Garcia is vulnerable defensively. I was going to say 5, but that fight will not go into the second half. Too much firepower, too many defensive flaws as well from both of these guys. Yeah, I think it ends in 5 or 6 rounds, but it's going to be exciting. Among those who are confident in Ryan Garcia's power is Andrew Tate. He openly praised Garcia's fast-paced punching style, suggesting it could lead to a potential upset for Rolly Romero. Drawing from his own experience as a fighter, Tate explained that he would often feel intimidated by fast punchers. He acknowledged that Garcia's lightning-fast hands could certainly give him an edge over Romero, making it harder for Rolly to counter or close the distance. However, Tate also emphasized that despite Garcia's advantages, boxing is unpredictable, and it's still uncertain who will ultimately come out on top. He pointed out that in the end, it's the fighter who adapts and seizes the right moment in the ring that will claim victory, whether that's Garcia with his speed or Romero with his raw power and aggression.
Ryan's quick, man. I'll just tell you something. Like, I remember from my fight days, I'm a bit old now, but I'm scared of the guy whose hands you can't see. Those are the ones to be afraid of.
So. They're all good fighters, but Ryan's clearly your favorite.
They're all fantastic fighters. Ryan and I are good friends, you know, so we have a personal relationship there.
Yeah.
But I don't want to wish disrespect on anybody.
Right.
Or I don't want to jinx anybody. I just hope everybody has a great time. But I think when you can't see it coming, that's when it hurts.
And that's a wrap on today's breakdown of the Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero showdown. We've seen the predictions, the analysis, and the fire both fighters are bringing to the ring. But the real question is, who's walking out with the win? We've heard from the experts, but now it's your turn. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is Ryan Garcia's speed too much for Rolly's power, or will Rolly pull off the upset? Don't forget to hit that like button if you're ready for this mega fight, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single update from the world of boxing. Until next time, stay ready, stay focused, and remember, anything can happen in the ring. Keep it locked right here for all the latest fight updates.